out to all my people. So where you at? Liz Black got your back. Shout out to all my people. So where you at? Liz Black got your back. Shout out to all my people. So where you at? Come on and get down, everybody. Come on and give him all of your praise. Liz Black is playing all of the...
What's going on, family? Playing all the music that makes you keep your hands raised, bringing you information and folk that make you just say, you know what, God, you're so good. And if they can do it, I know that you can open the door for me to be able to do it also. Go ahead and let folks know that we're here. Let's start sharing. Come on in. Roll call time. Tell me that you're here so I can say hello, because I've got a great evening in store for you. We have a guest that her testimony is just going to blow you away. God has just been touching her life from beginning to present, and he's not done with her yet. I know that there's so much more. And sometimes, when you're doing so much, the last thing you want to hear is that you got to do more. But God has designed us and put stuff inside of us so that we can move forward. So y'all in the house, let me hear who's in here. Come on and say hi. Hey, Gregory, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in today. All right, family. There are some people that you meet and you're happy that you met them. And then there's other people that you meet. You're happy that you met them, but they leave a lasting impression. And I'm sure she doesn't even know the impression that she's left on me. I call myself boss lady, but this is the ultimate boss lady to the second power. So I don't want to even prolong it any longer. Let me just bring her to the show. I'm going to let her talk about all that she's doing, but I can tell you right now, she's the president and CEO of WUFON Power 96.5, baby. So come on, welcome to the show, none other than Sheila Brown.
Hey Liz, how are you?
I'm good, Sheila. How you doing today?
Well, I am doing fabulous today.
Good. I like that. I'm glad to hear that. And thanks for coming on Liz Black Live and hanging out with me a little bit.
Thank you so much for inviting me on your show. I have watched your show, followed it, and I am in awe, and I am totally honored to be on your show tonight.
Thank you. And I mean, we go way back.
Yes.
It was, I was trying to remember when, but it's been many, many years. And I'm just so glad that, we still have the connection, that if I was able to reach out to you, or if you needed to reach out to me, that, the connection is still there. So I'm grateful for that. I really am. Hey, folks, y'all checking in. Keisha, what's going on? Lavette, good to see you in the house. Valerie, thank you for checking in. How was my day today? It was different, but I'm here today and grateful for this opportunity. So let's just get started. First of all, Sheila, tell everybody, you are, first of all, the first Black female to own a radio station in Buffalo, New York. Am I correct?
That is correct, Liz. That is so correct. God seen fit for a dream that I had. He seen fit for it to come true.
And when did that happen?
So I actually started at WUFO in 1986 as an entry-level salesperson.
What?
Rise up. I stayed at the station for 14 years.
Wow.
In 1998, things kind of got a little tricky at the station. They sent in some personnel from the home office in Pittsburgh, and it wasn't kind of gelling with what we were used to doing in Buffalo. So I was like, my stillings here has come to an end. But when I left, I looked at the building and I said, don't worry, baby, I'm coming back to buy you. And I meant that. It took me 8 years to get it done.
Wow. So you were bit by the bug a long time ago.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And you knew that was your place.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I said, as soon as I came in the doorways of 89 LaSalle, I was bit then. Yeah.
So you've seen a lot of changes in radio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from 1998?
86.
86 to
80
now,
to
it's a whole new baby, but
yeah,
yet still some things remain the same.
yes, that's it. You know, it's so much different. Into Liz, in the back of the station, I build the collectives showing people from how WUFO was in 1961 when it first turned on the air to what it is
Wow.
today. The different equipment that we have used, the different sound equipment. I mean, something as simple as a cell phone, something as simple as a pager, the
Wow.
45, the 8, you know.
Yeah.
So we used all of that, and in the back, I have a collective where we show all of the different moving parts of WUFO over the years.
So you've got a little mini museum back
Yeah,
there.
yes, yes, yes. It's called WUFO Black Radio History Collective. People can go on that website and they can see. They can take a virtual tour.
Wow. All right, let's take a few minutes, y'all. I want you to say hi, send some love out to Sheila, because we're going to get into some good stuff. Shirley, thanks for checking in. Lavette, good to see you in the place. I want to share this information because I know that those of you that stay on tonight's call, that you're not going to leave the same way that you came. There is going to be a word that comes for Sheila, and it's not that Sheila's preaching, but all she has to do is give her testimony, and you're going to know that God is in the midst. And I just seeing all that you've done. I mean, you haven't started off with the AM station WUFO, and now you also have an FM
Yes.
frequency.
Yeah, so in 2013, I cut the ribbon and became the owner of WUFO, which was 1080 on your AM dial. It was a day timer. And then in 2017, I added an FM translator, which made us 96.5. So now we have 1080 on your AM and 96.5 on your FM.
That's
Yes,
wonderful. That
yes.
it's not easy to get
No,
transmitters. It's not easy to be a woman, and it's not easy to be black in
will you
radio
say
and do
all three?
what you're doing.
Say it, say it. Mm-hmm.
Wow, you have knocked down doors
Yes, yes.
and
Grateful.
changed people's mindset.
Mm-hmm. We're grateful.
Wow. Well, look, you have 3 books that are out, and I already know which one I have to get. When I was looking at these, I was like, wait, she has 3 books. I didn't realize it. One of them will come back, the Barrington Brown story. You also have 29 years of preparation and roads to success. All right, I'm back to now. I need 2 because I need roads to success. I'm gonna need all 3, I think,
Right.
Sheila. That's where I'm going. Let's start with the first one. Those of you that are just checking in, I am sitting here with President and CEO Sheila Brown. She is the first female Black woman to be able to purchase her own radio station, y'all. Not that she's renting it, she ain't borrowing it. It is hers, and we're just grateful. Wait, Sheila, I'm gonna change your name because we gotta say CEO because you a CEO. We want to put it in there. And I want people to know you. I want them to know about your books and support. And I will be giving Sheila's information out for you to follow her on social media as we go through the night. So I want to make sure that we are following her, connecting her, and supporting with her book. So let's go to the first one, Sheila. And this one, the Barrington Brown story. Can you when did this book come out?
This book just came out 2 weeks ago, Liz. Actually, it just
What?
came out. It just hit the market 2 weeks ago on Amazon. And this book went number one 2 days ago of the most ordered books on Amazon within a 5-day period.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that fresh. Tell us. This is a story about your son.
Yeah, so I have twin boys, Barrington and Blaine. And Blaine called and told my husband, he said, Dad, Barrington's been in a car accident. It was like 11:26 at night. But I'm thinking a little fender bender.
Yeah.
So I jump up and Blaine calls back. He was on the highway in Atlanta. He said, "There's no way Barrington could be alive if you guys could see this car." I said, "Barrington, Blaine, hurry up and get to Grady and see exactly what's going on with Barrington." I said, "What is his girlfriend Anita's number?" Because she was in the car with him. And when I did talk to her, I said, "I'm asking you one question: Is my son coherent?" She said, "No, ma'am." And I said, "It's me and God." I said, "God, you promised us that our children would be mighty upon this earth. How is Barrington gonna be mighty and he's not here?" So that's 11 something that night. Next flight out to Atlanta, Georgia from Buffalo, New York. That next morning, 6 a.m. By the time I got in Atlanta and got to Grady Hospital, it was like 8:45. I walked into that room. My son was on a ventilator. He was not
Mm.
breathing on his own. His head was bandaged up. They said the swelling in his head was just I mean, just looked like something out of I don't know where.
Oh,
Got to praying because I know what God promised us. I started talking in Barrington's ear. I said, "Don't follow no light. You stay right here with me." And
that's
they
right.
said if he make it 48 hours, we're gonna have to do brain surgery. We're gonna have to cut him from ear to ear, pull his head back, pull the front lobe of his brain off, put it in the freezer for 6 weeks to let the swelling in his go
Oh,
down.
I have
So I,
never heard of that.
exactly. I said, well, you know what? He's gonna make it. So get the prep in, doing everything, and he
That's
did.
right.
Then COVID sets in. So
So this is recent.
this is March 8th, 2020.
No.
COVID sets in March 15th, 2020. Then everything starts shutting down. The airlines, the hospitals, there was no visitation. And I had to go to the president of Grady to get visitation. I mean, just a whole story. So I left Buffalo March 9th. I did not come back to Buffalo until May 11th, get my son off of his bed of affliction. And it took everything, the book you see where it says healing, inner
Yes.
joy, hugs, positive love. That's what it took to rise Barrington off. The Atlanta Police Department had to go back in and change their records because they said it was a fatality. He passed away, and they had to go back in and change their records. I'm telling you, we watched a miracle
Oh,
off that bed of affliction, and God did it, and he did it for an urban family where we did not have to, he spared our heart, where we did not have to bury our son. His twin fell on his knees and was like, "God, please,
oh.
brother." And next thing we know, about 4 days later, Morehouse Men of Medicine, they came in because they were seniors at Morehouse. They took the charts and they were like, "Let us see the charts.
Whoa.
Medicine is not good for black boys." You know how them brethrens do. And
Yes.
let me tell you, God's hand was on this all the way through. So what I did was take the book and pen it as if it was a journal. Everything that happened every day within the
Yeah.
story,
Oh.
it start from the first time we got the call all the way. When I tell you Barrington does not remember anything from this accident, he doesn't know if he was alive or dead for 6 months. He'll tell you because he was in a coma all those months, and then when he was, his front lobe was out of his head, so he had a helmet on. But I tell you now, this
Oh.
is walking, talking, eating, driving, working, all of the things
You
that they
can't even tell.
can't even tell. All of the things that they said he would never do. They
He's
said if he
doing.
did make it, he would be a vegetable and he would never walk again. All the things they said, and God restored him so quick. Within 4 months, this boy was walking.
Wow.
Tell you,
Lavette says, I believe in miracles.
and I'm telling you, Levette, get the book. It's gonna bless your heart. It's gonna bless
I
your heart.
need to read this. This is a story that is going to encourage everybody that reads it. And here
Yes,
we're hearing how, I mean, here you are, owner of two stations now, and you had to shut down. Thank God for the people that undergirded you, that can run that station
Yeah.
without you being there.
Yes, I got 22 amazing employees, and they never wavered. Right in the middle of COVID coming in, and we had to change up and get COVID friendly. I tell you, it was truly,
Wow.
truly
Yes.
nothing but God's hands all over the station, my employees, bearing
Yeah.
husband, my daughter, twins. It just was a fabulous, fabulous. So we're turning the book now into a movie.
I was just about to say, this
Yeah,
is definitely a
yeah,
movie.
yeah. We're in the process of doing the script, writing on it now, and turning it into a full movie.
I can see that. I really can. But don't let that stop you all from purchasing the book. And there may be somebody that's going through a trial or tribulation that, they've got a report that is said that it's not a good report.
Yeah,
But the Bible says that you should live and not die
that's
and
it.
declare the works of the Lord.
Yeah,
So give somebody this book and make sure that you bless them with it, because they're going to have a testimony also. I'm believing that. How many of y'all believe that too? Let me see your hands raised, or do an emoji. Do something to let me know that you're in agreement, that we know that God can do the impossible and that there's nothing too hard for him and nothing impossible for God. Hearing that story, Dad, we could sit and talk about that book, but we still have two more to go through.
yeah,
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. God, yes,
yeah,
Lord.
Lord.
We
Yeah,
came on tonight to encourage your heart tonight. It's not that we had nothing else to do. We came on because we wanted to share about the goodness of the Lord and all that he has done and is continually doing. So I'm just grateful. I know hands raised to see you all in the building today. Now's a good time. Share this. Tell a friend to come on in, because we still have two more books to go through. And I promise you, you're going to need pencil and paper. So go ahead and get it. I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Those of you that haven't checked in yet, make sure you check in. Let me know that you're here. Come on. AB. I'm happy to see you, AB. Michelle, I'm finding you on all of my platforms. So God bless you. I'm praying for you. It's good seeing you all. Ethan, you made it. What's going on? Michael, I knew I would see you. I just wasn't sure when. Good to see you in the place. All right. All right. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to Liz Black Live. And I want you to know that you can always give me a call 24/7. If you have a church roll call, praise out, maybe you have a scripture that you're munching on. I want to hear about it. And just call me at 855 Liz Live. I take your calls 24/7. Now, look, I do get some sleep. So just in case you call when I'm sleeping, leave the message and I promise I'll get it on the air for you. All right. Okay. So let's move it on. Sheila, the CEO and president of WUFO and Power 96.5. You all better recognize, and it's not like back in the day where you had to live in the area where that radio station was being broadcast from. Look, I'm syndicated, I'm on radio, but also you can listen to Sheila's station. Also, again, it's WUFO and Power 96.5. We all support each other and we want everyone to do well. Somebody say amen in the chat box. Need just a little bit of amen going on. Darlene, welcome. Good to see you. I got some of my Sunday praise listeners on now. I'm not mad at y'all. Thanks for being here. All right, so now what I want to do, Sheila, let's talk about let's get into another book. How's that? I'm gonna come, both of these books are major to me. So I think I'm going to start with Road to Success.
So Sheila B's Road to Success is a motivational book, and what it does is allows entrepreneurs, women, to get up and know they can achieve anything that's harking at their heart. If it's a dream that they are looking to do, every day I tell them, whether it's writing your business plan, whether it's going to see your banker, whether it's motivating, whether you exercising your mind, whatever it is, as an entrepreneur, you have to every day work on your skills. And
Yeah.
it's a meditational book take you good 20 minutes every day just to meditate on what the book is talking about. Everyone has a different role. Like it might be one,
Oh, so it's soft cover too?
yes, soft cover
I
too.
like
So
that.
this one can throw right inside your purse. Like
Yes.
one here is above average. Welcome to Sheila B's Road to Success. Start your business today, no matter your age. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Until he was 60, he was like 68
When
when
he
he made,
started Kentucky Fried Chicken?
yes, when he made his epic dream come true. So God will bless you openly. You know, the goal is you have to begin. You're the only
Yes.
way.
Take the steps,
You
right, Sheila?
steps, you know, you got to come to the throne of gate boldly, you know,
Yeah.
and
To
whatever
the
your epic dream is, God will see you through, you know, but
so
you gotta take the steps to make it happen. So that's what this book is about. Every day I give you another motivational nugget to get you going, and then on the back is look where your high heels can take you. Get in your heels and keep it moving.
I am gonna get all three of these books, just so you know. Anybody gonna join me? I showed you two. I want to get into the last book because this is really everything that you've learned, your blood, your sweat, your tears, everything that you've sacrificed
Yes.
is in that book to show where you are now. Let me show them the book. It's powerful, y'all. Here we go. The book is entitled 29 Years of Preparation.
Yes.
Now, some of us don't want to do 2 years of
Right.
preparation. Talk about 29. Sheila, okay, so tell us about that book because I'm already excited.
Yes, so it is when an entry level salesperson, 21 years old, rolled up to 89 LaSalle Avenue, starting at WUFO, not knowing what I didn't know, commission only salesperson. And within 3 years, I rose to general manager. I surpassed my counterparts and outsold them. I was the youngest sales manager at WFO. I was 23 years old by the time I became sales manager.
Wow.
Then I stayed there to 1998. In between, it talks about me getting married, having children, going to different award shows, telling people how they can become stars. Talks about me being in an organization called ACN, where I learned personality traits of a person. Where
Mm,
as a person in radio, television, or print, you should learn traits. We are urchin, dolphins, sharks, or whales. And inside my book, I talk about all those different personality traits of it. Then I talk about me leaving and talk about how I was going to come back and purchase the company. Then I talk about me going into another radio station, print, TV,
yeah.
starting my own ad agency, and then coming back to WUFO and purchasing the station,
Wow.
letting God have his way. He carved out every chapter of the book, but I'm telling you, it's going to bless your heart. Every chapter, God had something, a different twist. It's not just about my life. It is definitely my life as a entry level salesperson, rise to ownership of the company, and not just becoming the first black, first woman, period, in Western
Wow.
New York, Buffalo, Western New York, all downstate, all the way up to Utica. I am the first and only black, and, and women, it doesn't matter, you know. So we're excited
Yes.
on what God has done with that. And you know, you gotta know you have a dream, but God is looking to bless us with epic dreams. You know, you can make
Yeah.
little dreams
Bigger.
come true yourself when you know an epic dream, because it's nothing so special about Sheila Brown that I could buy no company, you know, without God's force and for
Yes.
me and making every crooked place straight. And that's what he has done.
So, Sheila, what would you say that was one of the biggest obstacles for you once you made that decision and knew that God was telling you this is your station? What was one of the biggest obstacles you hit? Oh, I don't hear you.
Getting funded. I
Yeah.
had one bank tell me no 3 times. I had a credit union tell me no. I had another bank But that same bank that told me no 3 times had to come back and tell me yes. You know, so being funded, I think, was the biggest hurdle. Everything else, I had lived and slept and ate radio.
Yes.
So, learning how to move a station, getting to the FCC, my lawyers was doing all that. So
Yeah.
getting the FCC lawyer, getting the right people on your team. It says in the Bible, get a wise counsel, and that's exactly what I had did. So my accountant, my lawyer, all of them was on the case doing that. My business plan, but getting that funding was the biggest hurdle.
Well, I am just grateful that you took time out to share with us. I want to show those of you, maybe somebody's just coming in, I want you to see the 3 books that Sheila has written. She is an author along with being a CEO and president. So we want to pick up the Barrington Brown story. That's the testimony about her son. Basically, the police had wrote the accident that he was a fatality. I
Yeah,
mean, and he was not.
that's
Okay,
right.
but God, this was
But
a there's a but God story.
yeah,
It's a but God story, y'all. So if you need a but God story, or you need to share this story, you need to have your faith encouraged. This is the type of book that'll do that for you. Now, maybe you're working on your own business, you're ready to branch out. Not saying take big steps. Sometimes you got to take baby steps, but why not get as much information as you can to help you through the process? And Roads of Success, there's nuggets in there for you to go ahead and absorb and use as you move forward. And then the final book, 29 Years of Preparation. Um, Not everybody wants to share all their information. Some people say, it's taken me a lot and cost me a lot to get this, so I'm not sharing it. Why your desire to share?
well, what happened is I never intended to write a book. What happened is after I cut the ribbon at the radio station, so many people was at the ribbon cutting and they were on social media, and I wasn't even on social media in 2013. And I started getting calls from everywhere like, oh my God, how did you get the radio station? You own it, you this, you that. It just kind of blown people away. And I
Yeah.
prayer one day in January, and God said, write a book and show them exactly how I got it done.
Wow.
You got it done. God got it done. So
Yes.
that down from the time I pulled up with Sheila 21 on the license plates to the time I cut the ribbon and everything that happened in between.
Well, I'm excited. I want to read about it. I think I was before the ribbon cutting.
Yes,
So I definitely want to read everything that has gone on, and obviously God is still preserving you and your family.
yes,
And he, I just pray that God continues to open up the windows of heaven for you and bust doors open. I mean, you have made history for all that you've done, and that is so big. You will go down in history for
and
all that you're doing for the community. I'm always connected to those that care about the community and want to do things about the community. And here you have a platform that you're using to do that. Tell us a little bit about your community efforts that you do there.
so I have a mentoring program that I do at School 53. I have 15 children. It's called Elite 15. And we've been watching them since 6th grade, and now they're in 8th grade now. So that is the joy of my life when I go there on Tuesday to be with those students and get them ready for 8th grade. Then I sit
Oh,
on a few boards. I sit on the diversity board of the Boys and Girls Club. I sit on the diversity board of Kleinhands Music Hall. And then I sit on the diversity board of ECMC, which is Erie County Medical Center, so that we can have a seat at the table, you know,
yes.
so that when changes is going on, anything that's going on in the city of Buffalo, I'm going to sit at that table and let my voice shine through. And then I'm going to bring it back to the airways because we
Yes.
have community shows, and I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to talk about it. But we do backpack giveaways, 500 backpacks, Mother's Day luncheon, Easter egg hunt. Black
Oh,
Conference,
yeah.
any of your listeners is on that would like to come to Buffalo for our Black Music Month Conference. It's a 3-day event that we
Wow.
do June 24, 25, 26. We are the first urban station to turn on in Buffalo, New York. So we celebrate like never before.
Wow.
Website, power965radio.com. And then we have Juneteenth Festival. We're the biggest city to do Juneteenth. We've been doing it since 1976. Biden just signed it in law last year.
Yeah. But you
So
were doing it.
we've been doing it. So
Yes.
you
Yes.
yeah,
That's
our
exciting.
community. We are the community driven, promotion driven station.
I love that. I love that. I'm giving you all before we leave. If you have a question for Sheila, please put the question in. If you have a comment for her, let's do that. I know she's busy. I don't want to keep her all night, but I wanted to make sure that we highlighted her books. And tell me where can everyone get the books? Are they on Amazon?
Yes, everything is on Amazon. My other books are on iuniverse.com, or you can just go to my website, SheilaLBrown.com, and all of my books are there. So that's
Okay.
SheilaLBrown.com. All my books are there. You can order them right off my site, or you can go to Amazon and get all of the books from Amazon.
I'm going to put your website up real quick, SheilaLBrown.com.
Yes.
I'm going to just scroll out across the bottom of the screen so that everybody can get a chance to, if you didn't get it, go ahead, SheilaLBrown.com. I want you to go ahead and check out the books. And once you read it, write a review.
Please.
We really need the support.
Yeah. And once you do, connect with me on the website and let me know that you purchased the book, and let me get you on the air to hear how it bless your life and bless your family life, because I'm telling you, each book is going to bless your life. I never attended to write a book, and then after I wrote my first book, so many people were like, oh my God, I always want to write a book. So now I show other people how to pen their books. So I
Oh,
have a
that's
6-week
wonderful.
writing class that I show people how to pen their books.
That's good.
Mhm.
I could see a whole class just on Road to Success,
Yeah,
like a 3-hour class sitting with you. And look, we need to talk about that because I could see you just blowing that out the water.
amen. Amen.
Like you don't have enough stuff to do. I'm adding stuff to your plate. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, you got time for it.
right. We just did a lunch and learn last Saturday. It was a 5-hour course. It was lunch and learn, and that's what we did. We really talked about multiple streams of income. We talked about getting their product out. So that's on my website too. Pictures of my lunch and learn.
Yeah.
All of my social media handlers. SheilaLBrown.com, or 29 Years of Preparation is on Facebook. Become my friend there. You can see everything we're doing at the radio station, behind the scenes at the station. Yeah, it's all there.
That's good. That's good. And Michael said, I guess you saw it. He said he's definitely going to connect with you. Does anyone have any questions? Or how about a comments of tonight's Liz Black Live? I want to see it. I want to feel it. Come on, let me see some emojis. And we want to make sure that we show Sheila a lot of love before we complete today. So, Michael, I thank you for saying that you're going to connect on her sites. The fact that she's had time to write 3 books in the midst of everything else that she's doing. We thank God and we want him to continue to give her the strength and the wisdom to go forward like she's going in Jesus' name. Yes,
And,
God.
and
So, Sheila, what would you like to say to everyone before we close out tonight?
so, as you said, Liz, it's not that I have to add something more on my plate. Well, we just did. We just inquired WIGO in Atlanta. So we'll be having that station is 1570 on your AM dial in Atlanta, Georgia. We totally take over on May 1st. So if anybody's in that area, please.
Okay. That's Atlanta, you said?
That's in Atlanta.
Okay.
1570 on your AM, or you can go on the website which is WIGO1570.com.
Now, are these gospel? Any of them gospel at all? Do you
It's
do
both.
gospel?
It's both. Absolutely. We started with gospel. That is my pet peeve. We were always
Yes,
gospel, but we have R&B on there, talk. Most of my stations are talk, music, sports, love talk radio, love
yeah,
gospel.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
R&B because I have like Dee Dee in the morning. I have Chubb Rock. So all
Yes.
play
My
there.
buddies.
Yes, yes. But we do one gospel song an hour in between their music.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. All right. So everybody, and Michael's saying, Liz, we need to have her. He says we because he's with me on everything I do on here.
Okay.
So we will have to if Sheila finds time and she wants to come hang out with us again, she's more than welcome to. Sheila, I just wanted to chat to you a little bit afterwards. So if you can just hang tight.
Okay.
But what would you like to say to everybody before we go?
I want to say thank you so much for chiming in, listening to my story. You know, God has been so good. I'm so grateful for all what God has done. You know, I sit here as a 57-year-old woman, being the youngest woman that owns radio stations across the country. I do not
Yeah.
take it lightly for what God has done for me, my family, my staff, and He can do the same for you too. Just follow your dream. Don't give up. You're not too
Yes.
young. You're not too old. Don't give up. Get that business plan. And most of all, get that credit together. You get that credit
Yes,
together, you can get anything you want. So I
that's
ask
right.
you, whatever you do, stay in God's hands. God is looking to bless you with a big, epic dream.
With a big epic dream. Sheila, we thank God for you. We're going to keep you lifted in prayer. And I look forward to talking to you in a little bit. All right.
Hey, sounds good.
All
Thank
right.
you much.
Okay. All right, everyone. I need you to go to SheilaLBrown.com. You know, I got nothing but love for you. And until next time, go in peace, grow in grace. Don't just go to church, be the church.
Liz Black, inspiration.